bullshit, is it? You mad? Hadouken! I'm gonna chuck a cocoon down your throat. I'm cocoon. I'm gonna chuck a cocoon down your throat.
Chuck a cocoon down your throat. Down your throat.
Too much balls. I'm playing chess and you're playing Connect 4. Hadouken! You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You mad? Alright, bro. Alright, bro. How you there? Are you with him yet? Are you with him yet? Alright, bro. Bust a nut, yeah? You gotta do it, prick.
Got my new gloves.
You lose.
Yeah, look at those gloves, man.
I ain't playing no bullshit, cause you mad.
Actually, I might I need to do something.
Down your throat.
I might actually
You gotta do it, prick. You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You mad?
Have a look at the little doggy. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I ain't playing no bullshit, you mad? I'm gonna chuck a cocoon down your throat. prick. You got a dwelling prick. Zaku! You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You're mad.
Round 3, fight!
I ain't paying no bullshit, Giselle. You're mad.
Hadouken!
I'm gonna chuck a sucoon down your throat. I'm sucoon. I'm gonna chuck a sucoon down your throat.
Let's chuck a sucoon down your throat. Down your throat.
Too much move. I'm playing chess and you're playing Connect 4.
Hadouken!
You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You're mad. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Are you there? Are you with it yet? Are you with it yet? Alright, bro. Bust a nut yet? You got a dwelling prick.
You lose!
All right. Have a look who's here. What do you think of my new? I'm gonna start drawing pets. I'm better at drawing pets. I'm gonna start my own pet portrait business. I prefer drawing pets, so I might start concentrating on doing more pet portraits now. There's anyone wants their pet drawn? Send me a picture to pentacularartist@yahoo.co.uk. Oh, what Betty? Who unmodded Betty? I don't know what happened there. You got so many accounts. I don't know what account's yours, for God's sakes. Oh, what to do with your bloody accounts? I'll mod you later on at some point. All right, very boring day today. I'm not gonna lie, very boring day. Except for me cornering. What's his name? Cornering. I don't know if you saw me cornering Ali Diva and Tommy. What's his name? That bloody Mohammed Hijab. And so I got them to. Oh my God! What am I gonna do now? Betty's going mad on there. God's sakes! I know what I'm gonna do now. Now let me have a look. All right. Have a look. I need to check his short channel before I do anything. My connection's terrible though, is it not? Tell me if the connection's terrible. I know. I need to check later, Betty. I can't do it now. It's too. I know that it's, but it's a terrible connection. I don't know what the hell is going on. It looks terrible from my end. All right, so let me see who's on there. All right, so Romy Thomason, how you doing? Manny Cinder, big up Manny Cinder. Where you been, man? I think we're doing a special show on Manny Cinders for New Year's or something, like a year's review. I don't know what date that is. I think it could be the 20. Oh, God. Obviously, it's going to be a new year somewhere. God knows. Sean Bassey, Daniel Dillon, Sophia Lewis. Big up Sophia Lewis. Chucky, Yuvan Van Dam, you're a turd. And big up the Kuffars. Big up the Kuffars. Henrietta Hedgehog. Betty's Gallery. There's 2 of them. That is Betty Gallery. And even that one's not been modded. Too much pressure from Betty. Too much pressure. I don't know what to do. Duppy Hunter, Ross Atalos, Rick Horton, Sean Bassey. Yeah, Blue Lion. Big up Blue Lion from last night. This is why I'm exhausted. I didn't go sleep until 9 in the morning because of that freaking Blue Lion on Raspek show keeping me up for God knows how many hours because he was doing a black magic on his live stream and I couldn't freaking turn the live stream off because I was so addicted to it. And he was a good guy though. I like him. I want to get him onto Manny's show so I can chat to him. What Betty was? How you doing? Oh, her new channel's up now. I think 200 Guinness. TA, Rick Horton, Duppy Hunter. How you doing, my man? Omar. Oh, that's I'm not really. You need to delete Omar. That one. I'll delete that. You can't have that as. Sorry, dude. You can't have that, man. Putting someone's. His dad's passed away. So get rid of that. Oh, look who's here. Go Live's here. Go Live's in the house. Oh no. He's been causing a lot of problems, man. I've been watching a few of his live streams. I jumped on there last time because let me say something. If I ever jump on Go Live streaming, it's normally to troll Abu Tablet. I don't know what it is, but whenever I see Abu Tablet on the live stream, I have to jump on for some reason. So last time I jumped on and started saying, I ain't paying that bullshit, Jizia. And they're playing my track and stuff. And he wasn't too happy. Shiva Dagata, Chucky, Mega True Talk, how you doing? Shiva Dagata, yes, I already read that one. Mark Vine, Go Live. 76 Rod. Yeah, get rid of my Commodore 64 or Amstrad. Amstrad, not even a Commodore 64. Amstrad 64. That's a proper diss. Anyone that's not old enough doesn't understand the reference. Calling it an Amstrad is on the next level of savagery. He's trying to say my computer's from like I don't know, 1 million BC, which I have to agree. Yeah, Chomati, Nick K, Rainbow Dunya, big up. Why are these people all unmodded? Don't know what's happening here. I'm pretty sure I modded Rainbow Dunya. Yeah. Right. The way I confronted that was quite savage. I felt like an undercover reporter catching someone. So I had to go for freaking what is it, that Saeed El and expose him. Mark Boyne, see you live. Hello, see you live. She's been going mad with live streams. Every time I switch on the computer, there's a live stream by her, kind of cursing out someone. I don't know. It's Al by Day. I don't know what they call. The Shias are getting it left, right, and center. Mark Vine, Dunia, Angela Mena, great to see you back. Hey, Angela Mena, how you doing? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better. I don't know if it was a good choice going there. Romy Thomas, Raj, I'll get you checked me. Yeah, thank you, Raj. You mod me. What did I do? Oh my God. I don't know what's happened. Raj Singh. I'm still a little bit unwell. Let's have a look. Punjabi Munda, how you going? Romy Thomas. Oh my God. I'm ill, for God's sakes. So all they want is freaking modding. I don't know why you're seeing people. It's just a freaking mod, for God's sakes. Boran. Oh, big up Sam M. Where was you today? D&T Greeks was in the house. He was going full on Greek mode today. I was quite proud of him for once. You know, he's never really shown his Greek side today, but he done some Spartan moves. You know, like we are Sparta. I need to get TNT Greeks into more of a combative mode, because we need the Greeks and the Sikhs to team up, I think. But he seems to be kind of like, I don't know what he's doing. I've got a feeling he's a full-on kind of like doing some kind of undercover work. Because I can't imagine a Greek going to Speaker's Corner and being on the side of his mortal enemies. I don't know what's going on there. Doing a bit of juggling, means shit stirring. All right, so, oh, hello, JK. How you going? Yeah, I haven't, let me just explain something. The reason I haven't been doing live streams, obviously I'm ill, but that's not the main reason. There is how you doing, Randy? So how you doing, my man? Oh no, God. He's putting me under so much pressure. I don't know what to do. Oh God. Put me under so much pressure. Oh my God, I have to now check the freaking thing. All right, before I talk, let me make freaking Betty a mod, for God's sake. I don't know what's happened. A lot of my mods seem to have been. Is my computer clear? Because it's pixelated for some reason. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, that is you. All right. Fair enough. Are you happy now? You happy now? She wouldn't have left me. The thing about Betty, she just wouldn't have left me alone for like the whole freaking stream. She's just like that. She would have just driven me absolutely insane. Right, back to modern now. Yeah. We bid, atheist, and never. I can't lose another Punjabi line. I'm down to one Punjabi line now. You only need one. That's the whole point about the Punjabi lines. You don't need a load of them. Just myself, man. Yeah, so the reason I wasn't live streaming, it wasn't just because I was not feeling well, but because I was doing something tactical. Yes, I said tactical. I'm playing chess. Yeah, so this is my drawing in process. I'm playing chess and they're playing Connect 4. Yeah. And one of the moves of my chess piece was to go undercover and go what I call kind of silent mode for a bit on social media in terms of who is this? Yeah, go silent mode on social media, and guess what? It's worked. Yes, it's worked. I spoke to PC Barnes today. PC Barnes, who was at the Speaker's Corner, and he congratulated me. He said, "Well done, Raj. You have saved the West from destruction." Just by my, who is this? If anyone's phoning me on private, you need to understand I will never answer the phone. You can ring the phone 50 billion times. Don't private ring me. And if I see the number and I don't recognize it, I won't answer that either. So either way, you've lost. People are just phoning me and I haven't answered a single phone call. I've got so many missed calls. I just don't answer them. Still ringing and ringing. Like, they don't understand. I'm not a type of person to care about that. I'll just keep on ignoring the bloody thing. Yeah. So I spoke to Steve Barnes, and yeah, they're happy with my kind of my new Raj 5.0 version. You know, Raj 5.0. I've had a firmware update, and they're happy with kind of my behavior and how I've improved. And guess what? One bit they were happy with, that I wasn't ranting and raving on social media so much. Because one of the problems is, I think people need to understand, is that the next few months are going to be crucial in terms of Speaker's Corner about who is going to be a problem and who is not going to be a problem long term. Anybody that's causing issues at the moment and is like ranting and raving on social media is going to be seen as a problem, and those people will be weeded out of Speaker's Corner in the long term. So I've got to be careful when I'm how much I'm doing these live streams when I'm by myself, because when I'm by myself, I start screaming. Yeah, so this is the problem when I'm by myself. When I'm in a group chat, yeah, I'm in a group chat, like on Manny's, I'm more relaxed and I don't have to start screaming and stuff. But when I'm by myself, I start going, "You turd! I pay that bullshit jizya, you're mad!" And like, I've got to refrain from that to a certain degree, because obviously it doesn't look good. The kind of like, visually, it's not a good look to be screaming and ranting and raving on social media. So Bobby G's in the house. Big up, big up. So at the moment, it's kind of like they said we've got another police meeting next month, I think. Or is it? I think it's like February or March. And they're saying, I've been told at the moment, this is just what I've been told, I am out of the problem zone. I feel like I'm at school and I've been taken out of detention. And other people are now kind of more problematic than myself, I think. So I'm going to give myself well done, Rod. I do want a prize, though. I have asked the police for a prize for the most improved individual at Speaker's Corner, because I think I deserve it. I don't know about you lot. Who press number 1 if you think I deserve a prize for my Rod 5.0 update, and how much I have restrained myself over the last couple of weeks. There should be a prize every few months for the most improved or the most the biggest individual to make a change, and I need to be that person. What do you think of my I don't know how to do it. So it's quite high tech now. Look, I'm like a Batman or something. Where's that bloody thing? It's my phone holder, but I use it as speakers because I can't. What happens when I go Speaker's Corner? I got so many gadgets that I lose control. I lose a lot of the stuff. So now I'm getting all these little gadgets and stuff to put on myself. I'm walking around like the Terminator. I'm not gonna lie. Even I sometimes I'm a little bit shocked about how many gadgets I got on myself. But these are my favorite now. My freaking gloves. When I put these on, I feel like I'm freaking about to kind of battle the Mujahideen single-handedly. Send me to Syria, one-man army with these gloves. I'll end up wrecking that place. So this is how I've got my little gadget now. So yeah, you just kind of you can just, and if I want to kind of annoy anyone.
I pay no bullshit. Is that you mad? I'm gonna chuck a spoon down your throat.
I just need like lasers and stuff.
You got us when he prick.
Imagine walking around Speaker's Corner like that. Yeah, so that's one of the things. Oh, for God. The other thing was that it was very dead today, but I need to just clarify something. What the hell? Look at that. 4 phone calls from a private number. Look, if anyone doesn't believe I don't answer numbers, watch this. Watch. Another private number. Look. Look. I don't answer. It doesn't matter how many times you call. Firstly, it's on silent. My phone is always on silent. So I can't even tell it's ding, 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 ding. The only time I left it without the silence was when Go Live was ringing me. And the reason I did that is because he was threatening to go to Syria. And at that time, I needed him. Look, again, look. Let me tell you something. You can call, look how many times a private phone call is called. Look, I think 8 times in the last 10 minutes. Now, what you need to understand, it doesn't matter even if you call me 1 million times. You need to understand this. And you think I'm joking. I'm not joking. It doesn't matter how many times you call me, unless you leave a voicemail telling me who you are, and what you want, I will refuse to pick the phone up. This is why it's pointless to try and troll me on the phone. It's totally pointless with me. I just will not pick it up because I don't pick up phone calls generally. So why will I pick up a private number? Yeah, so one of the other last night, yeah, was one of the weirdest live streams with Blue Lion. So big up Blue Lion. Who was awake last night on Blue Lion's with that Blue Lions situation with Raspect? Did you not watch it? I don't know if you did, but it was Blue Lion is a Muslim, Sikh, Hindu, Rastafarian, Scientologist. I was going to say racist, but I don't want to add that in there because I don't know if he's racist. But he's basically everything. And he, like, I'm going to say something. I know how to trigger people, yeah? When I jump on, yeah, to a live stream, I know how to... No, I'm telling you, Manny, you will love that guy. This guy's such a nice guy, man. He's all about spirituality rather than religion, yeah? But he manages, yeah, to trigger people that I've not seen people triggered like that. I thought I'm the only one that does shit like that, but he was like triggering people on the next level. One of the things he done that pissed people off is that he had the Quran and he had the Kali Ma, which is like a Hindu kind of god of destruction or something on top of it and stuff. That annoyed people. He actually, just so that people don't think he's just picking on Islam, oh my God, Manny. He's freaking telling me off that you can't be... I like these gloves because I feel like I'm in a... You know, like Darth Vader. Manny, Can I strangle you? Manny, can you feel it? Manny, Manny, Manny. Did that work? If I do that, am I strangling you from here with the force? Tell me, Manny. Tell me. I can feel your neck. I can feel your neck. Show me. Did it work? Let me try concentrating on someone else then. Let me do it on JK. JK, can you feel the force? I'm crushing your freaking vertebrae. Yeah, I should be an actor, I think. Oh, you didn't feel it? All right, cool. I need to practice a bit before I can get my full skills level up. But he's actually a really nice guy. I'm going to try and get him onto Manny's show. I'll give Manny a little link to what he does. But yesterday, what he did, someone said challenged him to put a black magic onto him, and he was doing a black magic potion for like I think it was like 2 hours, and for some reason I couldn't stop watching. Like it was like watching a car crash, so I didn't go sleep until like 9 in the morning. Even though I was supposed to go sleep like 3, I ended up just watching that freaking crazy. But he's actually a really good guy. Actually, big up Blue Lion, man. I actually like his style. The other thing is there was I don't know if people. I'm trying to get the live stream downloaded from yesterday because I was on Raspek's show. But yeah. So Chucky just says here, Raj, you own that. I don't want to say stupid, but he said, Raj, you own that girl, Shani girl, yeah. Now, who is Shani? I don't know who Shani is, yeah, but I've been told she goes to the park. I was on Raspek's show. She just dumped on the show and asked anybody. She was so triggered by me. She was just like frothing at the mouth. Like literally, no matter what I said, yeah, she just wouldn't leave me alone. Even if I said something sensible, she would attack me. So even if I agreed with her, she'd attack me. No matter what I said, she was getting triggered by everything. I'm not gonna lie, whoever that person is, yeah, you made my day last night. Yeah, you made my day. Because last night, yeah, I was like a little bit bored. And then you jump on and you fed me. You fed me. And I was like, yes. And it was so easy as well. Didn't even have to try. I was like on 1%. I was just sitting there going, come on, is this what it is? I've asked Academic Screeching and Full Shepherd to try and download that live stream so I can cut it and show you. I'm trying to get it off Academic Screeching or one of those guys. I couldn't capture the live stream because it was so long. So I need Academic Screeching. I've asked Full Shepherd, he can't do it. Anyone I can get that link here from thing, because I want to get my part. Because one of the things she said to me, so listen to this logic, yeah. She said, Raj, would you come to the Chinese embassy? So listen to this. She's a Muslim lady, yeah. She goes, Raj, would you? I don't even know her. She said, Raj, would you come to the Chinese embassy and support the Chinese Muslims? Yeah, I don't know who they are. You know, Chinese Muslims are getting persecuted by China, which is totally abhorrent, and I condemn what they're doing because they're putting people into concentration camps. Then what happened was that she asked me, she said, would you come down? I said, no, I'm not. I said, no. Yeah. Oh, Apostate Yasmin, how you doing? Yeah, please get that clip. Because she asked me to go to the London embassy for a march. And I said, no, I'm not going. So it's a straightforward answer. I said, no. She freaking got so triggered. Yeah. Oh, Raj, you don't care about these Muslims in China. Raj, you don't care. And then so I asked her, would you go to a protest with me outside the Indian embassy for the Sikhs that are being persecuted? No answer. So she expects me to go to the Chinese embassy, yeah, to support the Muslims that are being persecuted, and I condemn their persecution. China is being completely savage, but they like that with everyone, including the Tibetans and people like that. So this is the kind of mindset. She expects me to go to the Chinese embassy to protest about Muslims. There are 1.5 million Muslims. 1.5 billion. Why is one fat Sikh going to be doing there, make any difference? It's people, man. Like, oh, Rod, you got to go. Let me say something to you people, yeah? These people think I'm like a god. Like I'm the new kind of like Thor or something. That I'm a freaking god in their minds. That I can go to a freaking Chinese embassy and I can change the mind of a whole freaking nation. It's like crazy talk. Like when I talk about something, people think I'm a god, that it automatically happens. I talk about the burqa. Rod, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. It's going to come into law, please. You're a god. Don't talk about the burqa. So I can't talk about that. Yeah, I talk about whatever I want. Yeah, they told me I can't say. I ain't paying that bullshit, Jizzy. You're mad. Yeah, and they're telling me I can't say it, and I'm going to say it more. Today, when I went to the park, I will say big up Shamsi. I do like, before I'm going to say what I'm going to say, I'm going to put a caveat in front of it. I like Shamsi. Yeah, I respect Shamsi. Some people don't like him. That's their problem. I get on with him. Yeah, I think he's a good dude. Even though I don't agree with his ideology, I think he's and his little crew as well. I like his little crew. But I don't like people telling me, including Shamsi, that I've got to disassociate myself from Tommy Robinson. Yeah, I had that said to me, not from him, but from other people as well today. Raj, you've got to disassociate yourself from Tommy Robinson. He's a racist. He's a bigot. He's the new Hitler. He wants to kill all Muslims. Yeah. And so I don't mind you saying to me, Raj, you know, this person might not be the best person to support, blah, blah, blah. But when people are commanding me, Raj, you've got to stop supporting this person, you have no right to tell me to do that. You have not given me enough evidence to prove to me that Tommy Robinson is a racist. Yeah. One of the things is, yeah, that I found quite strange is that they were saying, well, Tommy Robinson was part of the BNP. Tommy Robinson was this. Tommy Robinson was part of this extreme group and all that. I'm like, yeah, cool. Okay, for argument's sake, he is part of those groups or was part of those groups. Can a man not change? Can a man not have a change of thought? And maybe he's not racist now, but he does have a problem with Islamization and Islamic extremism within the UK. Yeah. But they're like, no, leopards can't change its spot. Leopard can't change its spot. No, he's not changed. But on the same conversation, I asked them, what about Saeed El? What about Saeed El? Oh, it's fine. He said, sorry, cool. It's all over. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that guy. But when it comes to Tommy Robinson, you cannot say that he's changed, or he might have had beliefs before that he may not believe in anymore. Yeah. So when I kept on asking about Saeed El, they would not kind of concede that what they're doing is hypocritical, because they're giving Saeed as such an easy pass on that. Oh, he said sorry, cool, leave it now. Yeah. But when it comes to someone like Tommy Robinson and myself, yeah, they would chuck you under the bus if they found out you said that. They would literally never let you go. If there was a recording of me saying someone's a son of a N-word, do you think they would have let it go? Now, I want to say something to people, because I tried to explain this today, yeah, that all of these people saying that you've got. Oh, before I go on, because I'm going to go on a rant, I'm going to start doing pets from now on more. I actually enjoy doing pets. So if anyone wants a pet portrait, this is one I've just done of Bella for a client. Send a you can send me a picture to pentacularartist@yahoo.co.uk. It's on my webpage anyway, my email address. So that's a staffy. It looks just like my sister's staffy. And I'm not going to lie to you. One of the reasons I want to start doing pets is it's so much easy to draw. You know, pets are easy to draw. It's just like doing lots of lines. Lines, 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 lines. Thousands of lines, millions of lines. For me, sitting there for 20 hours drawing lines for hair is bliss. Yeah, it's easy for me. It's time consuming, but it's easy. So I enjoy pets. So I want to start doing more pets now. Obviously, I'm not going to get much business from, say, someone like Ali Diva, because they hate black dogs, especially one like that. So, yeah, no freaking black dogs. God's sakes. What am I supposed to do? Chuck the dog in a bin if I become Muslim? I've got to say one thing though. Some of the Christians at Speaker's Corner, no offense to the Christians, you're getting a bit aggressive recently. I've realized, even with me, like I'm like, oh, dudes, stand back, man. Let me be a Sikh. You don't need to convert me. I'm actually more of an asset being a one-man Sikh at the park. But they want to convert me to freaking Christianity for some reason. I've got Muslims on one hand wanting me to chop my little lulla. And I not little though, but I actually said that. But let's just say little lulla. But I'm so used to saying, look, my lulla. And on top of that, you got the Christians trying to freaking baptize me now. Yeah, little. I know. I better rephrase that. I'm so used to saying little lulla. All right, so yeah, I know, but yeah, I know that's gonna be a clip now that they're gonna say little lulla. Yeah, but it's not. It's not gonna be snipped though. It's fine. It's fine. So the thing is that one of the things that I'm finding quite annoying about people here is that when it comes to the Tommy Robinson situation, yeah, it's getting a bit silly now, because you have a situation within the UK where you have a lot of people, especially white people, and I'm speaking to white people as well, who don't feel like they can say anything because they're going to be, oh, you're a racist. If you voted for Brexit, you're a racist. If you believe that there's a problem in the UK with like extremism, you're a racist. And so these people's only real voice that they feel is through Tommy Robinson, yeah? So they see him as a kind of a spokesperson for their kind of voice, which they feel like they're disenfranchised, yeah? Whether they are or not is not really the point. This is how they feel. And so you have a lot of people gravitating towards Tommy Robinson. And what I'm trying to say to a lot of these people that say, Rod, you got to stop talking to these people, you got to stop doing this, and you can't associate with them, is like, if I was to suddenly move away from that movement, it will make no difference. Yeah, the movement will just keep on growing. Yeah, anyway, because people are not happy with the current situation. What I can do, being within the kind of circle, not the circle, but around the edges, is I can kind of talk to these guys and give them a different perspective about, how to move forwards. Because I do believe that, we need to be like the movement with Tommy Robinson. They need to be more inclusive. Now, if I was to suddenly say, oh, Tommy Robinson, you're a racist, people are telling me to not associate with you, and I move off, Tommy Robinson's still going to be there. Yeah. All of these people are still going to be there. What will happen? The movement will still grow. In fact, it will keep on growing and growing. What we need within these movements is people like myself and other people, maybe like Steve, the atheist and stuff, that can give a balanced view about what's going on, yeah, and that there are, it's not really a Muslim problem or things like that. It's an extremism problem within that community, and we need to be able to kind of highlight that it's not a kind of like a situation where we want to get rid of these people or we want to do this, we want to do that. We just want to tackle the extremists within that community and try and weed those kind of people out, yeah, so they don't infect the next generation. And that's something you have to work with the Muslim community with. The problem with a lot of these guys at Speaker's Corner or people that I speak to, they automatically say, well, Raj, you're hanging around with racists. Raj, you're associated with the far right. Raj, you're this, yeah, you've got to disassociate yourself with them. And I'm going to tell you something. You can't make me do anything. You cannot make me do anything. I will associate with whoever I want, and no one apart from one person, and you know what I'm going to say, M-U-M, can tell me what to do. No one else. I will listen to you, but if I don't agree with it, I won't do it. So for me personally, I think more people who are on what you might classify being the right, that some of these guys don't like, someone's saying, what does my parents think about Tommy? I don't even think they know who Tommy Robinson is. So, you know, but do they think there's a problem in the UK? I think they are. I think they do. Yeah, so let me say something. I agree. Look, let me say, I'm going to say this very clearly to people. Tommy Robinson is not my God. Yeah, Tommy Robinson is not someone I follow blindly. If I see him doing something wrong, like he said something about Somalians, I will condemn him for that. And if I see him, I'll tell him I'll condemn him for that. But because someone makes mistakes and says things that are a little bit might be seen as being inappropriate, off the cuff, or maybe even a bit bigoted, that doesn't make everything they say is wrong. Yeah, I can agree with Tommy Robinson, you know, 70% of the time. I may not agree with the other 30%, but I still got a lot in common with him. Yeah, and so I don't like this kind of either you're with him or you're not with him. I'm not with anyone. Yeah, I agree with his views, and I agree and support him up to a certain degree. Yeah, but if I was to be given evidence, concrete evidence that could prove that Tommy Robinson is racist, which I haven't seen yet, I will disassociate myself from the man. Until then, I will stay in contact with that person, and I will stay, let's just say I'll still be a supporter of Tommy Robinson. Yeah. So I just want to clarify that, because I've got a lot of people saying to me, I've got to disassociate from this person. I've got to disassociate from this person. I do want to say to people that are, all right, so this is the example again. Judah says he's ex-BNP. This is the argument I always hear. Now, do you know that there are people within the UK, within certain places, that have been part of the IRA? Certain people have been part of Muslim Brotherhood. Others have been part of ISIS. Other people have been part of Al-Qaeda. Are you telling me that if these people say we don't agree with that anymore and they move away, they can never have a second chance? They're always going to be labeled as that person who supported that, no matter what they do. Because if you're going to use that against Tommy Robinson, then you better start condemning all the Muslim people that agree with Muslim Brotherhood, like Adnan Rashid and them lot. Because I understand Adnan Rashid was part of the Muslim Brotherhood. He was with the BNP. Is he with them now? Has his views changed from there? For me personally, I can see he's changed. Maybe you're just blinded by your own hatred for the guy, but I can see he's changed. So all of this kind of stuff about, oh, you've got to disassociate from him, that's not happening, man. I don't want to keep on hearing that bullshit. I'm sick and tired of it. What I do want people to start doing, if you're somebody who supports him or whatever, come to the park, man. Talk to these guys. Talk to the Muslims that are down there. There's some really nice guys down there, yeah? You don't have to agree with these guys, but communicating with them is the first step to understand that some of them, most of them are not here to, kind of like destroy the UK or anything. Most of them just want to work and have a good time, or live and look after their family and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of rant on that for a minute, because I got that kind of a lot. I didn't have much, I didn't really speak too much today, but that seems to be the one thing people kept coming up to me, saying, well, you got to disassociate yourself and all that kind of bullshit. Let me read a couple of comments before I go on. So this is a drawing. I haven't, because I've been busy, because it's Christmas time. I've been busy, and yes, I do work. It may not seem. Oh, Morton Hire. I don't know if I can get Morton Hire to download that. I need to get that thingy from yesterday when that woman was going mad. Big up Morton Hire. So I do work. This is how I work. I know to you it may not seem like work, yeah, but to me that's work. I spent 60 hours on that, and I got paid for it. So that's work. It may not be work like you understand it, but it's still work. So one of the things is with this one here, I haven't had time to draw it because I've been ill and then busy. But you can see I penciled in quite a little bit. So I'm playing chess, and they're playing Connect 4. So I've got the kind of the squares and stuff in. I've just got to get cracking on that and kind of finish it off. But it might take a bit of time just because I've got other stuff to do as well. It's getting, I'm kind of like busy at the moment. It's a little bit problematic. What is happening here? I got 2 more private calls. Oh, the other thing is Omar was back in the park. Omar. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit surprised about that. I thought it'll take a bit longer for him to kind of return to the park, but for some reason they let him back. So he's still denying it was him being confronted by a Jedi, saying it wasn't him. I felt like getting him to, I know it sounds quite bad, but I really, for a split second, I wanted him to swear on the Quran like Saeed El did, and I wanted his leg to swell up. So I was just going to see if your leg swelling up after lying on the Quran is just on Saeed El, or was it something that would happen to Omar as well. So maybe we'll test that. Because I'm telling you something now, yeah. Let me tell you something. If someone lies on the Quran, yeah, 3 times, yeah, so Saeed El, say Omar, and then one other person, and all of their legs, yeah, blow up, and they stop walking, like how happened to Saeed El, and had to massage it. I'm gonna tell you something. I might consider I'm not saying it. I can't even say it. I was about to say it. I was about to say it, but then I felt sick. I felt sick. I was like, I will. But my gut reaction couldn't even say it. Oh my god, man. Maybe I am an Islamophobe because I can't even say it. That was going to become. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to sing how you. I can't say it. I can't even get it out of my throat. It took my brain started malfunctioning, like right, you can't compute. No, started malfunctioning, for God's sakes. Let me try and say it then. Let me try and say it again. Let me see if I can say it. Let me put the caveat this then. If 15 people's legs, yeah, 15, not 3, because that's way too low. I need to have real proof. 15 people's legs bloat up, yeah, after they swear on the Quran and they lie, I will I can't say it. I can't say it. You know what it is? Yeah, I don't want to be out of order. I think because I've got my turban on, yeah, I can't get it out my throat. It's something I can't say it with my turban on. Like, that's what it is. I just can't say it. There's something about having my turban on that doesn't allow me to say it. It's like maybe I'll try it again when I haven't got my turban on. But for some reason, I can't. I'm looking at the screen here, and I've got the start on, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, even as a joke, I can't say it. I cannot say it. Oh my God. This is going to be used as proof that I really am an Islamophobe, I think. Let me read a couple of the comments. I don't know whether I was going to maybe do a Christmas special, but I can't be bothered. Most people are just eating at Christmas. So tell me if you want a Christmas special. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Who would want a Christmas special? I don't know. I haven't done nothing for Christmas. I don't know. I might think about it. But I think most people are going to be stuffing their faces with freaking turkey and all of that kind of bullshit. Oh, Darwan Man, yeah, JK, I might do it just to go through Darwan Man's video of him talking about you can build a snowman, but what is it? You can't have the head. Oh, one thing exclusive, yeah. I'm gonna let Manny Cinder around my house. I said it. I've decided. Yeah, I said it. He has to collect something, and so rather than me meeting him in the city, I can't be bothered. I'm gonna let Manny Cinder into my house. I think this is gonna be I don't know when you're ready. I need to still finish up though. You know what I'm talking about. Still gonna tweak a little bit. So I'm gonna let Manny round here, but I am setting the restrictions beforehand. Now the restrictions are at the moment. The time scale must be around between 4 and 6. Yeah, 4 and 6, because I have other things to do, yeah, at the times beforehand. On top of that, at the moment, I would limit the time scale for 40 minutes. That way, if it's 40 minutes, I can still talk to you, and if it gets boring, you can just leave without it being awkward. If it goes good, I might increase it by 10 minutes, 15 minutes incrementally, depending on how well it's going. Because I've not met Manny Cinder in the environment of my house. So me and him might get on quite well in the house, but we might hate each other. The only problem is this year, my only problem is this. One of my ways to get people out the house is to not give them too much. Either I give them custard creams, because custard creams don't taste nice, so people don't want to stay too long. If you give them chocolate biscuits, hobnobs or something like that, they will stay for freaking hours, like hours and hours, eating and eating and eating. So I like to go for custard creams because a lot of people don't like custard creams. On top of that, I don't give Coke or anything. I always give water. Because that way, sometimes when you're drinking water, it makes you more thirsty. And I can only give so much water before they're going to get fed up and they're going to want to go wee. And once they want to go toilet, then they will get up and they'll go, all right, we're going to go toilet, we're going to go home. So the only problem I have is that when my mum's at home, then it becomes problematic, because then my mum becomes, she's somebody that gives too much food. Like she starts going crazy. Like she won't let you go. This is the problem. So I'm going to try and arrange it. So either she's, I don't know what to do, because she's done that before, ruined my plans, because then she starts cooking stuff like pakore and stuff like that. And then someone like Manny Cinder will still be there after like 8 hours, then 9 hours, then 10 hours. Yeah. And then I have to do the awkward thing and say, Manny, get out. Yeah, and I don't want to have to go to that mode of telling people to get out the house. So hopefully we can control it. What I might do, I might live stream it. We'll see what happens though. Maybe I'll live stream it. Yeah, maybe I'll live stream it. I will say something. If Manny agrees to watch Game of Thrones, if he agrees to watch Game of Thrones, because I actually Manny. So if you watch Game of Thrones, I will say I will give you a lot more time. Seriously, because Game of Thrones is something that, you know, I'm telling you something now. If you watch Game of Thrones, you will freaking love that shit. You will love that. It's like amazing, man. I need to watch the whole series again. So I will get Manny round soon because he needs to collect something. So rather than meeting up, I can't bother to that bullshit. He can pop round for a bit. We'll call two birds with one stone. You know what I might do? I haven't had much footage. Press number 1 if you want to, because I haven't got a lot of footage from Speaker's Corner. If I was to put up footage of me traveling to Los Angeles whilst flown out for free for a week, and I nearly drowned in the sea and all that kind of bullshit when I was down there, and I was on a bus and all that kind of stuff. It's a bit of a shithole, Los Angeles. I might put some snippets of that video up because I've got some crazy video footage of me in LA. So if people want that, I might put that up. So might end up putting that up for a couple of, because I've not put that up actually. Yeah, I went on a bus. Now let me say something to anyone from California. Yeah, beautiful place, but stop spending money trimming the grass and cutting the freaking trees, because they're impeccable at doing that. But it's people dying all over the place. You got no freaking hospitals like NHS or anything. The state of your thingy, California, is like a beautiful Ferrari, but when you sit inside it, the freaking steering wheel is broken and there's no seat. What's the point of the outside looking beautiful if the internals don't work? That is California in a nutshell. A Ferrari without no engine and no freaking steering wheel and no freaking seats. But from the outside, it looks beautiful. As soon as you get in there, you're like, oh my God, what's wrong with this place? On top of that, I went to the Walk of Fame, whatever that bullshit is. You know that stupid thing. It is the most trampiest place in the world. It's so trampy. It's embarrassing I went there. I feel like I was going down some freaking shithole. Terrible place, terrible. But nice weather though, I'm not gonna lie. Nice weather. And I love the people though. So if anyone was watching from America, because they fly me out for free, they've done it twice. So I don't want to upset them. But I've been down there. And yeah, but the one thing that they do, let me just say something to people from America. One thing you have got spot on. One thing in California. What do you think you got spot on? Have a guess. Anyone from California, what have you got spot on? On your buses, yeah, on your buses, on your handles, you have foam. This is an idea. If I become mayor, I'm going to put all around the UK. Because when you're holding the freaking thing on a train or a bus, one of the annoying things is the metal bar. In America, they have these freaking foam handles. Yeah. So this is something I want to, if I ever become mayor one day, the first thing I would do is spend millions and billions of pounds on refitting every single handle with a foam. I don't care if it bankrupts London. Who cares about the homeless? Yeah, we just want the foam on the freaking handles. You don't understand how much more comfortable it is if you're standing and you have the freaking foam handles. You can stand there for hours. Yeah, hours holding that bloody thing. But when you go to London and they're freaking hard metal poles, your hands start hurting. Yeah, I care about the homeless, but the foam handles come first. Even the homeless people will enjoy the foam handles. So let's start getting the foam. This is what you're going to expect if you ever become mayor of London one day, and it will happen, hopefully. Sophia Films, big up Sophia Films. She came, he came onto our live show the other day. He's actually from, I can't remember if he's from California or wherever, but he was somewhere from America. Oh, Eunice is in the house. I saw you. Eunice. Eunice. Is he still there? Why did you ignore me today? I saw you freaking 4 times. How many Sikhs are in the park that you can't recognize me? I freaking stand out like a sore thumb. There was a Santa Claus there, and I stood out more than him. There's a Santa Claus there, little Stevie, but I still stood out more than him. He couldn't even see me. I saw him like 4 times. Walked past. Saw him over there. He walked past. Saw him that way. Walked past. I was like, oh my God, he didn't even recognize me. He certainly didn't recognize me. God's sakes, I don't know what was going on. I was like, is it? I was so shocked. I actually thought it wasn't you. I was like, oh, that's not Eunice. I'm probably got it wrong. And I was like, oh. Then it was only after I was like, that's definitely that freaking turd. He's ignoring me. So let me go through a couple of the Morton Hire, Sophia Fields, record turn. Yeah, memory foam. I need to get. Wait. What is that? Isn't there Tent City? Yeah. Oh, today on the train was so annoying. Oh my! Oh, look who's a Takia watch. What did you think of last night's little shenanigans with Blue Lion? He started doing black magic afterwards. I don't know if you left the live stream, but he started doing black magic. So he was going full on crazy after. Yeah, I know who you are, using. Couldn't recognize me, that nutcase. You think of transition. What do we want from handles? When do we want them now? Yeah, that's a good little slogan. What do we want? Foam handles. When do we want them now? What do we want? Foam handles. When do we want them now? Yeah, what a freaking good time. Well done, Angela Manahan. Let's get that, because I think it would make so much difference to people, like on an everyday basis, yeah. Because I think one of the things is that comfortability traveling is very important. Like when you're going places and someone's making you feel uncomfortable, like no foam handles. Today on the train, when I went there, I'm sitting there, yeah. This is the problem with the train, yeah. I was sitting there, nice and comfortable. Train was relatively empty, so I was like chilling out. This freaking huge turd of a man come over there and he sat right next to me, yeah. I suddenly went like that, yeah. You know, like when someone's so big, yeah, like suddenly comes up and you get squashed, chucked into the corner. And one of the things I've never really understood, you know, women say men, what they call them, when they spread their legs and they sit there, what's it called? You know, when they spread their legs and they say men sit with their legs wide apart when they're on buses. I can't remember what is that called? Man spreading. This man freaking man spread me, yeah. His knees freaking touched my knees, pushed my legs over and pushed me over to the side. I was freaking furious, but he was huge, that guy. He had mansplained me. Now I kind of understand what women say when men sit on trains and they spread their legs too far and they start knocking into you and pushing you to the side. Because I've never experienced that bullshit anymore. Bullshit before, but I experienced it today. I don't know what I was gonna do. Whether get up and freaking smack him in the mouth with my new gloves. I thought I'm gonna be honest with you. When I wear my gloves, yeah, I feel much more confident than what I am. Because when I wear these, yeah, for some reason, when I'm looking down like that, I think I can fight. So a lot of times today, I was looking down at my gloves like this, going, freaking fat shit. I'm gonna punch him in the mouth. But then it doesn't make. But I've realised it doesn't make no difference. The power is still going to be the same. It's only thingy. So if anyone's got any gloves where I can increase my power at the same time, yeah. And so when I'm, I can increase my power. I need to start training. If I'm being honest with you, I can't be bothered though. I should really start training. I'd like to be a freaking kind of like some kind of like cyborg. Yeah. The gloves, no, they're not for self-defense from $1,500. It was just because I don't know. I just love. I just love stuff that looks quite futuristic, and so I've got two pairs now. I've got this one. I've got another one. I might give this one back because they're a little bit tight, but the other one I've got like that. I just like the way they look. So what I was gonna do as well, which I don't know if it looks stupid, I was gonna get an earpiece with a microphone on, going around, so I look like I'm a freaking cyborg, and then maybe some freaking new shades with black glasses, just to add to the whole kind of Terminator look. So I'd have like a thingy going across there, have the freaking glasses on, have my black gloves, and just walk around Speaker's Corner like some freaking cyborg lunatic. So yeah, I might do it. I was thinking about it, but I don't know if they have any function, those stupid earpieces, because I wouldn't mind having one. But as long as it doesn't look too crazy though. Random Exposure filmed me today at the park. Did he? Or her? Let me go to Random Exposure's channel then. Because someone's saying, how do you know they filmed me in the park though? How do you know they filmed me in the park? Did they put the footage up? Oh, it's good. Oh, where that freaking thing's gone. Oh, where that bloody thing's gone. Oh, I was trolling. Let me say something. I know it's very childish, but I can't help it. But I was trolling Ali Diva hard today. I don't know if you lot saw, like you'd hear in the background, Saidio, Saidio, OSKK Dawa, OSKK Dawa. I was in the corner everywhere. Ali Diva was going, Saidio, Saidio. And everyone's like, what's she talking about? What's she talking about? Who's Saidio? But did you see how I confronted them as they're walking off? Do you condemn? Do you condemn Saidio? Tell me. I was like a one of those kind of like great investigative reporters that's caught someone. That's how I got them. They were so relaxed. Then I got the freaking chokehold on them. Before anyone says it's a threat, I'm talking about metaphorically, like a chokehold. And I was just squeezing. I was going, I was crushing. Crushed. So they had to, first of all, I made them condemn Saidio, yeah? So they said Saidio was wrong. Then, when they thought it was over, if you watch the video and content and everything, I then said to them, are you still going to use OSKKK Dawa as your camera crew? Like I was just literally grabbing them by the throat. And I was just like, I wouldn't let them go. I was like, and so they had to then say that he's not coming back to the park. So basically they disowned him as the OSKKK Dawa as well. So I don't know, man. I felt like I was being a bit ruthless. And the one thing towards the end that people haven't heard, one thing towards the end, they said something that's quite funny. So listen to this towards the end. I need to play it next time, yeah. But they said, listen to how patronizing this sounds. Listen how patronizing. They said, we're going to take Saeed to Africa in Gambia. Listen to this, yeah. To sort his racist attitude out, they're going to take him to Africa to help build a school or something, yeah. That is so patronizing. When I was standing there, I was like, you didn't just say that, yeah. You're going to take Saeed to Africa to build a school. Oh, God. This is how pompous they are. They have no self-awareness of how stupid that sounded. Now, one thing I said, I was going to say something else here, but I didn't say it. But one thing I said before they walked off, I said, make sure he doesn't say the N-word to everyone when he's in Africa. And they were like, I got them hard. I think I should get some kind of investigative award for the way I confronted them. I got them to condemn Saeed, EDL. Then I got them to say they're not going to use the camera services and said he's not allowed back in the park. We've asked him not to come back into the park. Then they said the most craziest thing. One thing they spoke about, which I was shocked about when I was standing there, big up Rayon. Yeah, bro squad. Yeah, it was such a stupid thing to say. It's like, imagine, just imagine if they were white. Yeah, the problem is, when you see Asian people, brown people saying something, yeah, it doesn't make it less racist or ignorant. Now, imagine Saeed's white. Imagine Ali Diva and Muhammad Hijab are white. And then the guy's been caught out for calling somebody else the son of an N-word and saying racist comments. Then these white people then say, we're going to take John over to Africa, We're going to build a freaking school for the Gambian children, for the Africans. How racist and bigoted and kind of like patronizing does that sound? If it was coming from a white person. Yeah. This is like really embarrassing stuff to say. To solve someone's racism, they're going to fly him out to Africa to build a school, for God's sakes. Do you think some African children over there need Saeed El there shouting the N-word all over the place? The last place he needs to go is Africa. He doesn't even have to behave himself here. What's he going to do over there? The amount of damage he will do, traumatize children. Can't take him over. We're going to have to do a petition not to take him to Africa. He'll be teaching the kids, yeah. So he'll be teaching the kids, yeah. Saeed will be teaching the kids, and they'll be going, what is P? What is P? What can we spell P? And it'll be like pepper. What about A? Apple. So he's in an African village. Then he'll go, what about M? Oh, mother. Then it'll be go, what about N? N. And then he have you seen Dr. Strangelove? His N-word will come out. No. And he can't say anything apart from the N-word. And he will just be scribbling it. N-I-J all over the place, yeah? You can't be having someone like that in freaking Africa. He'll traumatize everyone. I need to play that video next time just to go over how they got to the point where it's like it's embarrassing. Like, all right, you're going there for good intentions. I agree. When you go to somewhere like Africa or India and places like that, you're going with good intentions. But one of the problems I have a lot with these kind of people that go over to these places like missionaries trying to help this population. They treat people over there like they're some kind of what can I say? Like they're kind of like children, or these people need kind of special care, and it's kind of patronizing, because ultimately what they're doing is they're not really there for genuine reasons. They're there because they want to do indirect dawah. And so by building the school or building this, indirectly they're saying, well, Muslims done this, so maybe you should convert to Islam. I don't mind if you genuinely go there for pious reasons and you just want to do it because you want to help these people. Yeah. But we know at the back of their mind, like, first of all, they want to solve Saeed Yeo's racism by taking him to Africa. If he can't cope with one black person, how is he going to cope with a continent of like 1 billion black people? Who be saying the N-word 50 billion times? You can't take him there. I refuse. I will not let him go. Let's start doing a whole kind of like, you know, what is it? Kind of like petition that he can't go Africa. They're traitors to Britain, the way they talked about. Oh, I didn't hear that, because I heard they were talking about the UK and stuff like that. The park was dead today. I was there as well, but it was dead anyway. It wasn't. Big Odds never come for some reason. I don't know why. So we didn't really have anything to kind of talk about or anything. I didn't talk about India or the Punjab or any of that kind of stuff. I will say something. Anything I said about Mr. Rax. So if Mr. Rax is there, or anything you hear me saying about Mr. Rax, I take it back. I had a little bit of a beef with Mr. Rax. Unfortunately, we got our wires crossed, and I read a comment, and obviously when I read something, I start going, oh, you freaking little shit. Yeah, and so I went savage mode, and I kind of prejudged something he explained to me what he meant, and when he explained to me, it made sense what he was trying to get across. Yeah, I just didn't understand the context of the comment. So me and Mr. Rax, if you see, because if you might have realized over the last 2 weeks, Mr. Rax has been taking shots at me on his videos. I don't know if anyone's realized that. So if you go into his videos, 2 weeks ago when we fell out, there was suddenly a video with pigeons being kicked, and obviously that's in relation to me. And then yesterday, there was another one where that had me in there as well. So I'm not sure what exactly was going on. Me and him are cool now. We don't have a problem. So if you hear any live streams or me saying anything, just forget that, because I've got no problem with the man. Oh, look what Hayden Edwards said. They said, how much are the Zionist EDR paying you to spread your Islamophobia? You should be ashamed. Now, let me tell you something. Yeah? Let me tell you something. I can be brought. I can be brought. Give me the money. There is an amount that I will sell my soul. So yes, I'm just not going to disclose how much money I've been paid. I am quite cheap though. There's no doubt about it. One baked bean tin is enough to kind of say, okay, let's do it. So just a baked bean tin. You say, Raj, Heinz baked beans tin, give it to me, and I'll be whatever you want me to be for that freaking day. I'm very cheap within my rates. But yes, I can be paid. Unfortunately, for these so-called Zionists that have got so much money, they're not giving me a diddly squat. So if you're watching, read that comment and start giving me the dough. People think I'm getting paid. At least make me look like I'm getting paid by living in luxury as well. Could you imagine how much I would trigger people if I was living in a freaking five-star mansion with butlers and maids and stuff like Manny Cinder does? Abusing his freaking little butler. You're mad, Waitrose baked beans. Go for a thingy. Yeah, grab his neck. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking for a comment I read earlier. They're using the kids to look charitable. JK said something, and now he's got in trouble by this Hayden Edwards. JK, I want to repeat it, but he said something. And he's now been called a Nazi. JK is now a Nazi. Everyone's Nazis. Like, the standard for being a Nazi is so embarrassingly low nowadays. I mean, imagine Hitler, what he'd think if he freaking well found out the level for being a Nazi is saying, well, I'm going to ship someone off to Bangladesh. You're a Nazi. You are a Nazi for saying that. That's how low it is. You don't have to be, it doesn't matter what nationality you are, what color eyes you got, what color hair you got, nothing. Everybody's a Nazi. It's Achtung. Yeah. Oh, Wendy Parthrup is there. Big up Wendy. I will say something. Sophia Lewis just came back from Germany, yeah. I'm going to admit something, and I know this is going to be clipped, yeah. But this is why I don't give a shit. I do have a fascination with World War II and kind of German regalia, like, you know, like World War II kind of like memorabilia and stuff. Don't know what it is about the Nazis. Whatever you say, they were evil regime, terrible individuals, but those guys here could freaking design. Yeah, they could design. I did a dissertation on my final year for my degree about the V2 rockets and how America got were the first people to get people to the moon. Yeah. And the people that managed to do it, they were people that were part of the Nazi regime. Really nasty people like Werner von Braun. Werner von Braun, yeah? Is it Werner von Braun? I think it's Werner von Braun. So these guys, when I was researching it, like the V2 rockets that were used to bomb London, the V1s, all of that technology was taken over by the Americans, and they put it into what you then see the Apollo space program. Yeah. Then you look at, now before everyone's going to say, Raj, you're a Nazi. Yeah. I'm also a designer. Yeah. I've been from a design background all my life. My degree was product design. So to give you an example, I hate guns. Yeah. In the sense that I think they're not good because they, you know, I mean, if you're using them like for war and stuff, okay, I can understand. But generally, when there's too many guns, like in America, I don't think that's right. But I love the look of guns. I love the feel of guns. I love the design of guns. Yeah, I think they're beautiful things the way they've been constructed from a design point of view. Yeah, which is why one of the designs that I done was actually a where is it? Yeah, so one of the things that I done was actually a gun design, and it's similar to the Nazi kind of their designs for their tanks, for their aeroplanes, for their uniforms, for their guns. There was something about their kind of designs that are kind of transcend time. Even if you look at Star Wars and Darth Vader and the Stormtroopers and stuff like that, even the name Stormtrooper was from like the Nazi Stormtroopers. So there is something about them that, you know, like their actual designs. And before, I know this is going to be clipped, Rod, you're a Nazi. But this is one of my gun designs that I've done. So that's actually RT74, and this is what I'm trying to make myself into. Look. I'm trying to slowly turn myself into that character. I want to slowly turn myself into this character. You know, I know this. I was about to say something, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx myself. Yeah, I don't want to jinx myself. I don't want to jinx myself, but no, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I like the designs of that kind of stuff. Yeah, but it doesn't mean I support their ideology, or I think they're an evil regime, disgusting individuals. But they could freaking design, man. I'm telling you that something now. There was something about their engineers that were next level of madness. I think they were the first people, one of the first countries to invent like the jet engine for their planes and stuff. But it was too late before they could make any difference. What's my power level? I'm Raj 5.0 at the moment. Yeah, I've been through a lot of firmware updates. Yeah, I went from Raj 5.1 when I first went Speaker's Corner. Then I had a firmware update, little updates. In the last 2 months, I've had 2 firmware updates. I was Raj 4.0 around 5 weeks ago. Then I had to upgrade again after the police meeting, and I had to go to Raj 5.0. Right now, I'm at Raj 5.0 with power level at Hadouken level, probably around 9 out of 10. So I'm almost at the 10. I just need to get a bit more. Yeah, but it's gonna take time to get to the full max. But these gloves will help. And so yeah, I'm upgrading the system, upgrading. So Raj 5.0. I don't know how many 5.0s or 0.0s I can go to before I start to malfunction. So I think I'm at a good point now. I have to admit one thing, yeah. I know the police might be watching, but I'm bored sickless at Speaker's Corner. I love the aggro. I don't know what's wrong with me. I might need to go to a psychiatrist, I think, because there's something in my brain that is wired to love the aggro. Like something about it, I can't explain it. When I'm being harassed, yeah, I'm in freaking ecstasy. Like I'm like freaking like, I'm telling you, man, I'm like in ecstasy. It's unbelievable. I think I'm getting an adrenaline rush. Like maybe when people are going like paragliding or they're doing bungee jumps, they get that initial kind of like buzz and it. For me, when I'm getting harassed here, there's something about being harassed and knowing that you're getting under someone's skin, and that person here is so agitated by you that they can't freaking get you out of their mind. Is a power trip that you can't get. It's like a drug. And today when I was walking around like, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And the only person that hassled me was Omar a little bit, but even he has become some kind of freaking I don't know what he's turned into. It's embarrassing. He's like he's almost like Omar's been lobotomized or something, or had his lullah snipped even more. Don't know what's happened with that guy. Like, but obviously he has to behave himself. But it is a problem. Maybe you lot can like do a psychoanalysis of me. Maybe someone do a video of why I thrive from the hate. What is it? Is it about that? Because I'll be honest, I get so many compliments. Yeah, I'm like, oh, forget it. Oh yeah, I don't care if you like me. I'll go away for God's sakes. Oh, all right, cool, big. I'm fed up with these people keep on saying, Raj, how you doing? And even with my artwork, yeah, like when people see my artwork, I'm always complimented. Raj, it has no effect on me. Nothing. I'm like, all right, thanks. But with the hate, I'm like, give it to me. Give it. I need it. And then when I freaking more like, you know, got through the day and I'm still standing there, I'm like, yeah, this is freaking great. So I need to kind of like figure out what that problem is, because I feel like I'm lacking, because I'm not getting that hate. I'm feeling kind of bored at the moment. You know, it's a little bit weird. So Raspellion says your Will Smith drawing is rubbish. I know. It's one of my worst drawings. It's one of my worst. Out of all the drawings to cuss, yeah, that was the one that was going to have the least amount of effect on me, because that drawing for me is embarrassing. Now, if you said, Raj, this drawing over there or that drawing was shit, I'll be like, oh, I kind of like it. So thanks for choosing my shittest drawing to curse me out, because I think it's a turd of a drawing. It's a terrible drawing. I'm embarrassed to even show people that drawing. But I thought some gullible turd might freaking buy it. Not turds, but clients. I do appreciate you. You're not my turds. You're my my potential future customers and buyers and whatever. So take that turd back. Yeah, I'm gonna draw people from Speaker's Corner. Yuvan Van Damme said that. So what I'll do, yeah, I'll draw Saidi El with a little moustache doing Hi Hitler. What about that? Oh yeah, Angela Murnahan brought a drawing. Oh no. Sorry, I don't call these people that brought drawings. So thank you for all my people that bought drawings from me. I don't see you as turds, because there are quite a few regulars here brought drawings, and I do appreciate it. Oh, one of the other things is that I might, instead of buying a PC, now tell me if this is a good idea or not. Instead of buying a PC, I'm thinking about buying a decent laptop. And the reason I'm thinking about doing that is because when I've live streamed on my sister's laptop around my other house, the stream has gone very clear. And the thing is that I want to invest in a very good computer. When I buy a computer, I don't want to just buy something half decent. I want to get something very good. Yeah. So I would rather wait a bit and buy a very good computer, a PC, because this one's still working quite well, but get right now a good laptop, which because my other laptop's broken a couple of months ago. Yeah. So my other one has broken like 3 months ago. It's not been working. So I forgot I haven't got a laptop. So I might get a laptop over the Christmas, after the Christmas period and stuff, and do it that way. Oh my God, JK saying MacBooks. MacBooks are like freaking 15 grand, for God's sakes. Whenever I mention something, people start bringing out crazy items. Oh, Raj, why don't you, if I say I'm going to buy a car, oh, Raj, why don't you get a Ferrari? Like, take into account my freaking finances. If I said I'm going to buy a car, you don't say get a Ferrari. You'll say, all right, what's your budget? What do you want? Everyone just starts chucking out mega computers at me like I'm a freaking made out of money. I appreciate the thingy advice though. So can you just write number one if getting a laptop is good for streaming as well? Because I want to buy a really good computer in the future. I haven't found anything. I've been looking and looking. I can't. The computers are driving me mad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie here. Everyone keeps on saying to me, "You need like what is his name? Yeah, so is it good? No, Morton Hire. What's he done that for?" Yeah, desktop. I know desktop beats laptop, but what I'm saying is that I want both. At the moment, I don't feel I've found a good PC that I think is going to be adequate. And the ones I've seen are more expensive than I'm willing to pay at the moment. I would rather save up a bit, get a half decent laptop, because I haven't got a laptop. I haven't had one for 3 months. I haven't needed it, but I might need it because I might have to stay somewhere. So I might need a laptop with me. So what I'll do is literally with the laptop, I want to kind of as long as it streams quite well. The one problem I've got here, everyone's telling me the AMD chipset is shit, and you can only get Intel. Intel is the best one. That restricts all the freaking PCs out there in my budget. Yeah, JK saying AMD is fine. Sam M says no AMD. Now someone says you don't need Intel. They're like fighting over here, and I don't even trust any of them. So I trust both of them probably zero when it comes to computer knowledge. So it doesn't make no difference. I don't know which one knows more. Yeah, but you could say, JK saying I've built computers before. Yeah, I could say I bought a freaking a house before. It doesn't mean the house is nice. Your computer could be like the third of the world computer that can't even run a freaking Pac-Man or something. How do I know what computer you built? I don't know if it's a good computer. You need to show me. Show me. Yeah, AMDs. Yeah, I've got an AMD on this computer right now, yeah, and the graphics card is powered by NVIDIA. But this is an old all-in-one computer. So I don't know if it's because the computer's old, that is shit, or whether it's because the chipset and stuff is bad, whatever it's in there. God. It's so inconsistent. I don't know who's telling the truth. All I do know is that a lot of computers in my budget range on a PC have AMD, and then when I want to, if I get anything slightly better or more expensive, it starts going to mad prices when you've got the freaking Intel in there. So then Intel must be better in some ways. I don't know why. Yeah, I know, Sahi Muslim. I know. Oh, Raj Singh's announced. Yeah, he said I've got an Amstrad computer. That's such a diss, though. Not even a freaking BBC or a Commodore 64, but Amstrad. This Hayden Edwards is so triggered. Hayden Edwards. Listen here, Hayden. Hayden. I'm your God. What are you in the live stream for, you little prick? He's saying all your Manny Sinda and Raj, all your live streams are done for hate on Islam and coercing views of Tommy supporters. You both have no soul. Only gingers have no soul. I've got a soul. That's why gingers turn to Islam. They're trying to regain their souls. I'm only joking. Before anyone goes mad, I don't want no ginger hate because I have nothing against gingers. The only problem about gingers, because they've been told they have no soul or they're weird or something like that, they just turn to Islam for some goddamn reason on massive droves. So we got so many gingers in the UK who have turned to extremism. So I don't want no ginger kind of like hordes of gingers coming at me at Speaker's Corner saying I'm discriminating against gingers now. But the thing is, like, so he's saying that me and Manny Sinda are both propagating hate towards we're both propagating Tommy Robinson, the hate towards Islam. Where's your receipts? We haven't said nothing hateful. We're just saying that there's problems that need to be addressed. You can ignore them if you want, but that doesn't mean the problems aren't going to go away. Let the truth prevail. We will cut this and expose you. Cool. Are you going to cut this feed? Can you explain to me? Let the truth prevail. Are you going to cut this and edit it into a video? Can you confirm? Can you confirm? Tell me what you're going to do. Let the proud prevail. You are going to cut this and put it into a video. Are you going to use this video? Are you going to use this video? Because I'm going to give you some material, you turd. So to let the truth prevail, I said we will cut this and expose you. Oh, right. The people are all right. Yeah. So let me say something. He's going to say about the ginger people. Let me say something. Cut this and use it. This is a message to the ginger people of the world. You are not hated. I know you are oppressed by your own communities. All the white indigenous populations picking on the ginger man. But it doesn't mean you have to turn to extremist Islam. Save the gingers. Cut that and put it in your pipe, you little prick. And I ain't pay that bullshit, Jizzy. You're mad. To all the gingers, that's your new catchphrase. So is that enough material for you to now use? Is that enough material? Because I made it easy for you. It's all in one part. Yeah. You want more then? He's saying I'm mocking them. To the gingers. One time I went to Speaker's Corner and I saw 4 ginger converts all standing in the same spot. 4! All white, pale as the snow. Ginger. Beards, ginger beards, ginger heads. One was fat, one was medium sized. Everyone had glasses. It was the weirdest sight in the world. When you saw that, when I saw that gingers in a row, I was like, the gingers are doomed. If you're going to target a group, yeah, leave the gingers alone. They have enough problems as it is. Let the truth yourself reverse. If you don't apologize, I'll make a video. Make the video. I'll give you more materials. The gingers are an endangered species. The gingers are an endangered species. If I come into power, I promise the ginger population, I will give you sanctuary. I will build a whole village for you. No, not even a village. A freaking city of gingers. I will border it. So no Dawa teams can get in there. Not a single one. You'll be safe. And you can live your lives as gingers and prosper. We love our ginger people. Do not lose them to the hateful ideology of this extremist, some of the extremist Muslims. We will save you from yourselves. Now cut that and paste it and put it up. Can you please put it up today so I can watch back? Because I need a good laugh. Gingerbread man. I mean, poor gingers getting attacked left, right, and center. South Park's calling them out. Then you have the Dawa teams on their back 24/7. I mean, imagine that. The Dawa teams coming after you because you're ginger. You're just a little ginger walking around the street. All of a sudden, all the Dawa team's eyes are on you. Oh, who wants me to do an experiment, yeah? Who wants me to do an experiment where I will dress as a ginger for a day? And I will walk through a heavily populated Dawa area. And let's see how long before they try to convert the ginger. Because I need to hear what they're saying to these ginger people to get them converted. And I need to be a ginger for the day. I need to up my game in terms of my investigative skills. The same way today, I managed to get that expose on Muhammad Hijab and Ali Diva, and the way I made them not only condemn Saeed El for his racist actions, also to say they don't want him at the park and they won't be using his OSKKK Dawa services anymore. ginger Sikh. Imagine a ginger Sikh. Please, gingers, if you want to become a Sikh, we will leave you alone. We won't even tell you to dye your beard. Just be a ginger. We will accept you wholeheartedly. We have no problems with gingers. I'm gonna look through. I need to go in a minute, so I'll just quickly look. Oh no. Names policy says get an AMD Zakum 2.0 processor. Overlock it so it says you pay extra jizya in processing power. God, they're trying to make me pay the jizya for the freaking processing power of my own computers. What do I say to that? I pay that bullshit jizya. You're mad. Not even in the computer freaking processing. I haven't said that for such a long time. It actually feels quite good. I can't say too much because it starts hurting my throat. Oh no. Raj, do you condemn Manny for giving your number out? Raj, do you condemn Manny for giving your number out? Let me explain something. It doesn't matter if my number's given out. I do not answer phone calls. Can you not understand the logic? Yeah. Right now, just so you understand, I have no idea if my phone's ringing. The reason I have no idea if my phone's ringing is because 90% of the day, my phone is like this, upside down. Yeah. So I can't see it. Can you see? And then on silent. So right now, I didn't realize I've had 2 more phone calls. Yeah. Had no idea. Oh, this is from somebody I do want to talk to though, but not at the moment. So I've had phone calls from these people, yeah, but I have had no idea. So you can't troll me when I don't live by the phone. The phone is just an instrument. I don't have no kind of connection to this thing. I don't care if it rings 1 billion times. If I don't recognize the number or it's on private, I refuse to answer unless you give me a voicemail saying who you are. Oh, go live. He stopped calling me because Gay Dunya nicked my phone number, stole my phone number from him. Hayden, all right. So what is Hayden? He said, if you carry on with your Muslim hate, you will so. All right. So Hayden Edwards says, if you carry on with your Muslim hate, you will suffer the consequences in the end. What consequences? Can you specify, please? Specify. What are the consequences? Are you going to buy me a crate of baked beans? Is that the consequences? Are you going to, I don't know, fly me off to freaking Africa like they're going to do with Saudi to build a school? Is that the consequences? What consequences are you going to give me if I refuse to stop talking about your bullshit, jizya, and all that shit? Do you know what? Yeah, I find it so funny. Yeah, this guy says, "How is Ranjit doing embarking?" Who the hell is Ranjit? He just put some random Sikh name out there, thinking I'm going to be like, oh. So he's guessing a name, yeah, thinking that somehow I will have someone that I know called Ranjit somewhere in the UK. And so who is Ranjit in the barking? Who is that person? Yes, I know Ranjit in Barking. Yeah, he's my best mate. Me and him go freaking shopping together all the time in Barking, freaking whatever it is, that Barking supermarket. Yeah, let's meet up with Ranjit Singh. Let's all meet up with him. Ranjit Singh, let's meet him up. He sounds like a badass. Remember who Ranjit Singh was, though? Let the truth prevail. Who was Ranjit Singh? Who? The guy that kicked your freaking ass all the way up to Afghanistan. Yes. Ranjit Singh, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, big him up. And Hari Singh Nalwal, the only general to go all the way up to the Khyber Pass and defeat the Afghans. One of the only generals to do that. So big up Hari Singh Nalwal, yeah? Let me tell you the story about Hari Singh Nalwal, yeah? Hari Singh Nalwal was such a ferocious and incredible general that the way they put children to sleep in Afghanistan, guess how they did it? Guess how they did it? They were so scared of Hari Singh Nalwal, they would tell their children, if you don't go sleep, Hari Singh Nalwal is going to come. And the kids went like this. Straight away, split second, even grown men, grown-ass men. So you said, Hari Singh Nalwal is coming. So you don't put Maharaja Ranjit Singh name into it, man. You know you're going to get your freaking ass kicked with that guy. Now, I will say something, because the Afghans are brave people. They're one of the great warriors as well. No doubt about that. Yeah, so I'm not taking away from the prowess of the Afghans, because you got to just look at their history to know that these people are freaking also beasts as well when it comes to I've said the Afghans are a born warrior race. There's no doubt. There is no doubt. But that makes it even more impressive when the Sikhs bust their ass. That makes it even more impressive, because you're not going up against little Jewish. You're going out against some of the baddest ass soldiers out there. They're not just some freaking weaklings. So here's a drawing I've done on the Hari Singh Nalwal. I don't think people have seen this one. Look. I actually should talk through. I'm going to actually talk through this one in the future. So this guy here is Hari Singh Nalwal. Yeah? This guy. This is Maharaja Ranjit Singh. This is a Kalifullah Singh. Yeah, it's Maharaja Ranjit Singh drawing out his battle plans to defeat. Yeah, I did draw the one with the blind eye, yeah. I might go through that one, because that's actually a very very unique drawing of oh yeah, I did this one. Maharaja Ranjit Singh. This is why when you see my other avatar for my other channel, I'm holding a shotgun. If you look at my other avatar, I'm holding a shotgun. That shotgun is an antique shotgun of Maharaja Ranjit Singh's grandson. Is it grandson? No, Maharaja Ranjit Singh's sons. Oh, Maharaja Ranjit Singh's sons. So I was holding a shotgun. I was doing I watched The Black Prince in the cinema. I've seen it. It's not a good film. It wasn't very well made. I've seen it. Yeah, there is actually stuff up in Leicester as well. No, it was down London. So when you look at my avatar holding a shotgun, that is actually Maharaja Ranjit Singh's. I think it's Maharaja Dalip Singh's shotgun. Or it could have been his kids. I can't remember. But his kids never had any more children. I can't remember what we were singing. Now, what's happening in the new Go Live video? Sid Bash, do I dye my beard? What does it look like to you? Look at that freaking white patch there. Of course I dye it. It's freaking almost white. If you see me when I'm not thinking, you'll see I've got all white beards now. So obviously, are you trying to figure out whether I'm ginger? He's trying to do a ginger test. He wanted to catch me out. No, I'm not ginger. If I was, I'd be Muslim by now. Yeah, I said it. You can use that in your clip, you little turd. No, I'm not. I haven't decided on the computer, Mohin. But I'm not asking you, Mohin, because I know if I asked you to do by computer, somehow you would put a virus in there. Somehow you'd put yourself in there. Whether that's you might put your kind of like, I don't know, your somehow get your brain into the freaking computer and overtake my whole freaking house or something. That's how you are. He says, I'm very trusting when it comes to technology. Dude, I said to you last time, I wouldn't even trust you buy me a packet of crisps. If you come up to me and said, Raj, can I buy you a packet of crisps? I'll be like, dude, I don't trust you to buy me anything. Don't even ask. Why would I ask you to buy a computer for me or even get your freaking advice? Oh, yeah, I've seen a bit of that. Yeah, but that's when he's younger, probably. It can fit in the computer. He will fit in the computer. If I buy a PC, he'll take the innards out and freaking put himself in there and freaking be the CPU, the graphics card, and everything all in one. Yeah. I need to yeah, Matt White. Yeah, I need to get a good computer, but I'm going now. I don't know whether to do it, but press number 1 if you want me to do a Christmas special. Press number 1 if you want me to do a Christmas special. I don't celebrate Christmas in that sense, but I actually, if I'm being honest with you, all right, there's a lot of ones, all right, fair enough. I'll do it then. But the thing is, one of the reasons I don't like celebrating Christmas, because I think Christmas has been commercialized too much, and I think it's kind of disrespectful to the whole, what Christmas is about. It's just about buying presents and eating now, and I don't think that's a good thing in my opinion. Do you deal with drones or not? All right, so a live calling session. Oh my God, you're mad. Where's my freaking... If RS is there, I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow because I've got too many things to do, man. I'll give you a call tomorrow. Don't worry, he knows what I'm talking about. I'll send him a thingy. Where is Tanda Man? Tanda Man is freaking somewhere in, I don't know, Malaysia somewhere, doing his madness. Aiden Edwards. He goes, you love every religion but Islam. Just say why and be honest for once. Let's have a look. Do I love Buddhism? No. Do I love Christianity? No. Do I love Scientology? No. Do I love Hinduism? No. Do I love Islam? No. Do I love Sikhism? Yes. Use that and put it in your pipe, you little prick. All right, let me put a little thing in here. Yeah, I might do a Christmas carol. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish. Yeah, I might do that on the day. I don't know what to do because there's nothing even open. I said, hold on, Pradeep saying, of course we were Hindus, but we're not Hindus now. Our people before were Hindus. We're not Hindus now, but my ancestors were. I got nothing against Hindus, but we're not Hindus now. Do you know what I'm gonna? I don't know. I know it sounds cruel, yeah, but over Christmas time, one of the best things I like doing at Speaker's Corner is to go up to Muslim and say Happy Christmas and watch the reactions. You should try it. To everybody on here, yeah. I know it sounds cruel, but go to your workplace and stuff, yeah, or go somewhere and just keep saying Happy Christmas to everybody. Doesn't matter what religion they're, and get and see what happens when you start saying stuff like Happy Christmas to certain people. Their faces like turn to like it's like the devil has suddenly turned up. But Deep Singh, why have you got your knickers in a twist, for God's sakes? We're not. I'm not. Did I ever say I don't like Hinduism or I don't? I've got anything against Hindus? All I've said is that I love Sikhism. Doesn't mean I hate anything else. We are not Hindus. You do understand that? We are not Hindus now. We are Sikh. Unless you're part of the RSS or BJP, you're part of the RSS or BJP, then maybe you think we are still part of the Hindu faith, but we are not. The let the truth prevail is hilarious, man. He's saying, that's shirk. I'm gonna go to hell for saying Happy Christmas. I will go to hell for saying Happy Christmas. I will go to hell for saying Happy Christmas. Oh, but it's okay to chuck a gay off a building. I will go to hell for saying Happy Christmas. Don't you dare say it to me. But it's okay to stone someone to death for adultery. Oh, I can't say Happy Christmas. I can't say Happy Christmas. But it's okay to chop someone's head off for apostasy. Can you not see how stupid you are? You're bitching and whining about not being able to say Happy Christmas because it's shirk. But you're okay to freaking kill people. You know, your mindset is so warped that you think by saying Happy Christmas that God's going to be like, oh my God, you evil little shit, and condemn you forever in hellfire. But he's okay with you freaking chopping someone's head off for apostating, someone committing adultery, stoning them, or chucking a gay off the building because they're homosexual. Like, what is wrong with you? There's better things to worry about than saying Happy Christmas. God's sakes. What? Ahmed Ali, you're lying. I didn't see that. Ahmed Ali was going to knock out Jedi today. No way. Shark. Shark. Shark attack. Shark attack. Shark attack. I've even got the T for it. Shark attack. Shark attack. It's like they have a constant fear of shark attack. It's like a freaking shark going up there. Shark attack. Shark attack. Shark attack. Shark attack. Shark attack. All the time they're just worrying about freaking shark. Yes, shirk is not the biggest crime against God. Killing someone probably is. You have a shirk attack, freaking phobia. Shirk attack. Shirk attack. Like they freaking sharks. Shirk attack. 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 It's like it's gonna eat you. Shirk attack. Happy Christmas. Shirk attack. Shirk attack. Shirk attack. Shirk attack. What is wrong with you? It's like a freaking Jaws movie. I want to make a movie of it called The Shark Attack. And instead of the shark, we're gonna have Father Christmas chasing you, saying Happy Christmas, and you're going, oh, shark attack, shark attack, shark attack. That will be the horror movie of all horror movies. Hello, Miss London Yoruba. Shark attack, yeah. What is, yeah, the smeg, yeah, we need to make a movie of this. Shark Week, yeah, definitely Shark Week. Yeah, we need to have Shark Week. We need to just like, you need to get over this stuff, man. I want you, yeah, to go around here, this person, just say Happy Christmas once. Just once. Maybe all you get is a coom up your backside for that one Happy Christmas. You can live with that, can't you? God's sakes, it's so sensitive. God. God. This guy is hilarious, man. Hayden Edwards says, don't time him out. Don't time him out. Why did you time him out? Untime him. He said, I hope you end up dead soon. You seriously need to die. Not a threat, just a wish. Start doing some Jaddu Tuna. Yeah. Go to freaking Blue Lion. Get some freaking like Jaddu Tuna and try and put a death spell on me. You're a nutcase. He wants me to die. Guess what? Let the truth. What is his name? Hayden Edwards. Can I say something to you, Hayden? Hayden Edwards. I'm your God. To let the truth prevail. I'm your God. You worship me. You do the most shirk from anybody because you're on a screen worshiping me. You're watching me and worshiping me. You are going to the hellfire of hellfire. The shirk attack is on maximum mode at the moment. Beef shirky, as they say. I don't know about thingy. I am literally being worshipped by you. You are doing the most amount of shirk that any person can do. You know the shirk attack week? You are going to be number one on Friday evening at 9 o'clock of shirk week. Yeah, because that's the prime time, Friday 9 p.m. Not Saturday 9 p.m. Prime time, shirk week, dedicated to you, worshipping me as a God. Big up the kuffars. Big up the kuffars. Do you know what I find quite weird here? When Muslims say you're dirty kuffar, we run the world. Think about this, yeah? We run the world. If you're talking about the kuffars, we run the world. You are like dhimmis, yeah? Under the kuffar regime. How embarrassing for you. Once your oil dries up here in the Middle East, you got shit. What are you going to freaking do once the oil freaking dries up? This is why Saudi Arabia has now started doing concerts. Have you realized Saudi Arabia has now started doing concerts in Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia is now doing so much shirk in their own land because they're trying, yeah, to get different businesses into the area. One day, and I'm going to say this truthfully, now listen to me carefully. One day that dirty oil here is going to dry up. There will not be a single drop left in the whole of the Middle East. That could be 50 years, 100 years. When it gets to that point, you will have what JK says, Shirk Arabia. Everywhere you go, there'll be a bingo hall, a freaking gambling site. Everywhere would just be the only place that you'll be able to have any respite is in the actual area of your religious site, because Saudi Arabia has built its whole economy on its oil. And when the oil is, it's not if the oil runs out, it's running out. And your strongest place financially is going to be a desert. And all you're going to have to save it is to do, guess what? Guess what you're going to have to do? Guess. Shirk. All day, all night. You'll be dancing to shirk. You'll be eating to shirk. You'll be freaking sleeping to shirk. You'll be doing exercise to shirk. You'll be doing rollovers to shirk. You're going to be cinema to shirk. Everywhere there'll be shirk everywhere. Then what you're going to do? Shirk City. You'll have to rename the whole of Saudi Arabia to Shirk Arabia. Shirk Arabia. They've already started. There are concerts, yeah, with music going on in Saudi Arabia right now because they're trying to diversify their freaking economy so they can have more kind of plates. At the moment, they've only got their freaking oil. And the only way to do that is to move into the freaking 21st century and start doing normal things that other people do. Can't wait. Do you know what, yeah? Please let me be alive, yeah? When the day I can book a ticket, yeah, to Saudi Arabia, yeah, for like £4. Could you imagine? That's how low, how desperate they are for people to come down to spend money. You could probably buy a ticket for less than going on the tube to Oxford Circus to get to Saudi Arabia. And when you get there, it just looks exactly like a freaking shopping mall with bingo halls over the place. Freaking, I don't know, God knows what all over the place. 4 rupees, yeah. And in India, it'll be like, you know, they'll probably accept, I don't know, a bicycle or something, anything to get to Saudi Arabia. You're gonna be freaking finished, man. They're gonna be finished. Okay, I hope to God I live to see that day. It'll be hilarious, man. Because right now they're quite cocky. Oh, Saudi Arabia, they've got the money, man. We're making oil, but the oil is running out. People are using different methods of what's it called? Energy as well. It's shirking. Yeah, it's shirking. The economy is shirking. Saudi Arabia's economy is shirking. So it's shirking. Saudi economy is going to Shakira is performing. Shakira from JK is performing. JK, you've got to stop doing this because you're going to get yourself right. Shakira, yeah, Shakira is performing in Saudi Arabia. Oh my God. Look at this. I love this guy. Do you know what, yeah? Hayden Edwards, yeah? Have you not learned how I work? Now, you must have watched the way I am. When you told me not to do something, like when someone said, don't say I ain't paying that bullshit jizya, what happened when someone told me not to say I ain't paying that bullshit jizya? What happened? Guess what happened? I ain't paying that bullshit jizya. 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 You're mad. I ain't paying that bullshit jizya. You're mad. So what happens is when you tell me not to say something or to do something, the opposite reaction happens. You must understand that. You must understand that by now. You told me not to do something, yeah, and then what I do is I go crazy. The opposite of that. I would do exactly what you've told me not to do, magnifying by 1,000,000. Hayden Edwards is making me laugh today. I'm not gonna lie. Why is my turban shaped like a whippy ice cream? Is that a whippy ice cream? I don't know, man. It's quite smooth today. Not gonna lie. Not lying. It's not bad. Not bad. Quite pleased with my turban today. Right. I've never heard it called like a whippy ice cream. I suppose it could be if you think about it. Trying to envision. I don't know. All right, so I'm going now. I've talked freaking enough. I'll try and do a Christmas special, and I want all my Muslim followers on here coming in, singing Happy Christmas, everyone, chilling out, having eggnog. I still don't know what eggnog is though, but I'm not gonna. All right, so before I say this, yeah, I don't want people to say I'm racist, yeah, because I know they're gonna say I'm racist. When I was younger, there was a film called Trading Places, and being from the UK and being Asian, I didn't know much about Christmas. They used to keep on saying we're gonna have eggnog. Yeah, I thought eggnog was a racial slur for like 3 or 4 years. Yeah, that eggnog was a racial slur against Eddie Murphy. But then I found out later eggnog is a drink, isn't it? Yeah, because it sounds like a racial slur when I was young. I thought, oh, because you can say the thingy. And so I thought eggnog was a racial slur they were saying against Eddie Murphy. I was very young though. So I was like, oh my God, this is quite racist. Eggnog. Whereas only afterwards I started realizing they're drinking eggnog. They're going to probably use that and say I'm a racist, for God's sake, for thinking eggnog was a racist word. Yeah. I was scared to say the word eggnog for a long time. I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, please don't anyone ever told me to say word eggnog. So I had no freaking clue what that meant. Terrible. Anyway, I need to go now. We'll go on a nice little thing here. All right, so doing pet portraits now. Anyone wants pets done?
I ain't paying no bullshit to you. You mad? I'm gonna chuck a cocoon down your throat. You got a dwelling prick. You got a dwelling prick. Cocoon. You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You're mad.
So pet portraits from now on. I want more pet portraits. Yeah, happy Christmas, Angela Murnahan. Oh my God, someone said, Raj, you're a great shirkist. Chucky said that. Oh my God. All right, so I'm off now. Happy Shirk Christmas to everyone. Happy Shirkmas to everyone. Happy Shirkmas to everyone. Happy Shirkmas to everyone. Can you say Shirkmas? That's not Shirk, is it? To say Happy Shirkmas, is that Shirk? Merry Shia. Can you say, just to confirm, if you say Happy Shirkmas, is that Shirk? Can somebody thingy? So if you say Happy Shirkmas, everyone, Happy Shirkmas, everyone, is that then considered Shirk if you've mentioned it Shirk? Because remember, you're insulting them by calling it Shirk. So I'm sure God, yeah, will be looking down like, well done, you're calling out those shirkists, freaking shirk mad people by saying happy shirkmas to them. So I am giving you, yeah, a new word. When it's Christmas time, you can now say Merry Shirkmas. On the one hand, you're still saying Merry, yeah, so people feel happy, but on the same hand, you're saying Shirkmas, which is a black-handed slap. So on the one hand, you're being nice, and then saying, shut up, you shirkist. You're going to freaking hell. So you can feel good about yourself, and they're none the wiser. So I'm giving that to you. Let's start using that. I know Matt White said, he said, Raj, learn how to throw a punch. The freaking jihadis. I think God, yeah, was like, Raj, I can't give you too much power. Like, we've got to restrain him. So what he did was make me fat and weird. Yeah, so it's like, all right, you're fat and weird. You can't have everything. It's a bit like David Beckham when he gave him that squeaky voice. I've been given no fighting skills to say. Oh, I've got a bit. So I think that was God kind of evening things out. Like, all right, you can't have too much power. We've got to level the playing field. And that's what's happened now. Because great power comes great responsibility. Is it like the Russell Peters joke? Never heard Russell Peters joke. Yeah, squeaky voice. Yeah, weirdo. Anyway, I'll be off. I'll probably do one on 2 days or whatever. And I'll try and do. I don't know what to get. I was thinking about like I don't know what to get for God's sakes. I don't know. I was thinking about dressing as a reindeer. A reindeer. Who wants me to dress as a reindeer? They want me to dress as a reindeer. JK's trying to get himself killed or something, man. I don't know what he's doing. Like, he's gone mad, that guy. I don't know what's up with him. He's got great. I worry for JK. I'm like, JK, stop. JK, stop it. Stop. It's like, I'm like, he's a nice guy, and I don't know what he's doing. He's almost like he's saying, hey, I got a bullseye on my head. Come over. Come over. Dress as a shirk. Yeah, why don't I imagine what a shirk Christmas would look like? A shirkmas. Yeah. I can imagine I need to find out what a shirkmas must look like. So I'll try and figure out. We'll see if we can do anything. But there's no shops open. This is the freaking problem now. So I'm gonna have to thingy. All right, I'm off then. Freaking 2.5 hours, man. I haven't done this for a long time, so we're quite. Zara 77. What vegetable meal are you having for Christmas? I don't really celebrate Christmas like that. I'm gonna eat the same baked beans like I normally do. With something. I don't really do that. My sisters and stuff do it, but I'm not that. I don't really do stuff like that. Yeah, everyone's putting pressure on me in the Christmas show. Like, I don't know what to do now. Yeah, I'll try and go. I don't know. There's some certain people on there. I do go. I might. I mean, if they do a show, I might. But I'm too tired now to be honest, so I need to go sleep. Anyway, everybody, I'm going. If anyone can get me the live stream, can I say something? Morton Hire, if I email you, can you try and get me the live stream? I don't know if I got your email address of one of Raspek's live stream that he's deleted. I don't have to get it now because I got the link, but that has got this crazy lady on there called Shani or something going mad on me, like for an hour and a half. I mean, I was trolling her freaking hard, and she didn't even realize how much I was trolling her. So I need to get that one just to have a good old laugh because I got no footage this week. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Take care.